Hey, good morning. Awesome that you're here. Glad you could make it. We made it out of bed. Not always easy. Today I want to talk about a little bit of a darker topic, right? Not one that everybody feels comfortable talking about all the time, but and may not have an effect on you directly, but generally, from what I've come across, we all know someone or have an affiliation with somebody who it is affecting, right? I want to talk about the concept kind of drug addiction, or just addiction in general. It doesn't have to be drugs, right? Just addiction, right? I'm very familiar with it. I was somewhat of an addict, alcoholic, whatever you want to call it. I fit the bill for that. I was that, so I walked that path. I have familiarity, not a professional on it, but I do have some understanding, right? I want to talk about there's some other dangers involved, not in just the drug or the alcohol type of addiction, but on the actual kind of the outfit that we're wearing, the addiction outfit, right? What happens is when we become dependent on things for that stimulatory effect, that dopamine splash, right? That high, right? That becomes not just about a drug or an alcohol or sex or whatever else we're applying it to. It becomes our personality in general. And the danger in that, another danger, kind of an abstract one that we don't always think about, is that we actually become to the point in our lives where we apply that to relationships. Sometimes when we're young, one of our first intimate relationships is developed with a drug or with alcohol, right? So at times where we're being tried in life, a tribulation, right, a tragedy, some event that we're uncomfortable with, we don't know how to cope with, we run and we develop a relationship with drugs or alcohol or sex or some other stimulatory thing that allows us an escape from that painful event or that discomfort, right? So what happens is we actually put that on as a coping mechanism. It becomes like an outfit we wear, and we apply that across the board. So what we do is in our relationships and our friendships and our families and things, we actually go to those people with that same mentality. Get me high, right? Give me escape. I want to escape in you. I want to get high from our interaction. And as soon as you're no longer giving me a high, you're not my friend anymore, right? I'm going to go over here where they tell me what I want to hear. They're always, complimenting me. Flattery takes place. I'll always be where that is, right? Because it's a high. And that's what I'm looking for, instant gratification, right? And that came with that initial relationship development with drugs or alcohol, where something was able to instantly allow me to escape, instantly gratify me, right? If this is pain, I don't want to feel it, gratify me. Give me some sort of pleasure, some sort of escape, right? Again, where that becomes, a place we don't talk about is how we apply that to friendships and relationships. You're seeing relationships dissolve much faster now because no one's in it for the long term. Not no one, but people sometimes aren't in it for the long term. They want to get high from it. They're applying that same mentality, right? They're not getting me high anymore. I'm out of here, right? It's easy to find someone who will just get me high all the time. That's what I want. Just a constant, make me feel sexy, make me feel beautiful, tell me what I want to hear all the time. Don't bother with that truth stuff. That's not pleasurable. If you're going to be all about that gloom and doom truth, I'm going to go over here. These people get me high, right? Relationship dissolved. People, when we apply that addiction quality mindset to relationships, it's bound to destroy the relationship, okay? Just like it destroyed us with the drugs or the alcohol, on the relationship side, with that mentality applied, destruction is coming, okay? We should all keep that in mind. I'm familiar with the topic. I've done it myself, right? I'm always open to admit that. It's the only way that we can move on and flee from that destructive stuff. Admit it, accept it, and move on. Thanks for coming out.